greet you all. I would like to thank you for the works of art that we have brought to the service of our people, and I am very much pleased to be here with you on the occasion of this opening ceremony. We are having a day full of events. Before we made our way here, we celebrated the first electric and rubber-tired city excavator, and we tested the vehicle. Following that, we visited the TÜBİTAK Center of Excellence, and we conducted the official opening ceremony of TÜBİTAK Centers of Excellence. And now we are here to inaugurate Kocaeli University Healthcare Facilities and Research Center, and we will be opening 3 centers. Units. The clinics, outpatient clinics, is the first of those. The total indoor area is 29 square meters, and the cost of investment for that is approximately 73 Turkish liras. On a daily basis, it will be serving healthcare services for delivering healthcare services to about 4,000 people. And there are many outpatient units and rooms. Semahat Aracı Oncology and Palliative Care Center has an indoor area of some 10,000 square meters, and it is of great importance as an investment. And we would like to thank to Aracı family for their donations, and for that reason, this center has been named after her. There are 45 chemotherapy units, and on a daily basis, 110 patients will receive chemotherapy treatment, and if necessary, this figure can go up as high as 200. Another facility that we are opening here is the experimental and medical training center. For that reason, electrophysiology, cardiology, behavioral research laboratories, and operation theaters, as well as laboratories for medical research, will be operating, and I believe with all of these we will achieve a lot. The total cost of investment for the Western Campus Health Care Research Center is 17 million liras, and this is a very critical structure, in particular considering the era we are going through. PCR laboratory, a clinical research unit, and proteomics laboratory, and cloning laboratory, as well as stem cell center, will be serving under the roof of that center, and our center will be very active in terms of combating the COVID-19, and it will contribute to the active PCR activities we have, contact tracing. All these healthcare facilities hopefully will be auspicious for our university and for the city. And I would like to thank to everyone who contributed to the construction of these works, and I would like to congratulate all the authorities and institutions wholeheartedly. Distinguished guests, so far across the world, about 750,000 people lost their lives due to the coronavirus pandemic, and it made many realities bare for us to see. And this pandemic has shown us the importance of investments in health, but also showed the importance of social states. During the pandemic, many developed countries had a collapse in their healthcare systems. We observed that despite their economic power, there were some who could not continue their public order and investments, let alone their citizens. There were some who fell short to provide masks, PPE, overalls, gloves, or whatnot to even their professionals, healthcare professionals. And we have seen footage and images from healthcare centers that put many to shame and seared to memories. Of course, there are many lessons to draw from those experiences. We, as Turkey, have tested our healthcare system and also had a chance to observe our weaknesses and strengths. The opposition parties continuously criticize our investments and call some of them unnecessary, but the importance of our investments came to be very clearly understood, in particular during this era of pandemic. But they disclosed what they understand actually from that in these field hospital investments. We brought giant field hospitals and Pine and Sagura hospitals and many others to the service of our people, while these people, those who criticize us, wanted people to believe in what they have created as field hospitals. Indeed, they were make-believe hospitals. They only wanted to show pessimism and create concerns in the eyes of people by manipulating and did not deliver on their tasks and did nothing. But despite what they did, we have engaged in all activities and left the most critical phase of the pandemic behind with the contribution of all healthcare professionals and institutions. And all those embarrassing images or footages were not seen in our country. And during this challenging period, 83 million people of this country received first-class healthcare services. Our citizens had no difficulty or challenge in terms of accessing healthcare services, and this goes the same for our healthcare professionals. They did not face any difficulty in terms of the supply of PPEs or other medical supplies. And no patient who presented to the hospitals have been has been turned away from the hospitals, and they all received the due healthcare they needed. And we are very much proud of our healthcare facilities. And healthcare services are not only being delivered in our country at the highest quality, but on the other hand, we continue with our investments in the field of healthcare. Other than meeting the needs of our citizens, we so far have met the needs of 150 countries and 6 international organizations and provided them health care assistance and medical supplies. We transported our citizens living abroad back home to our country through airways and many other means. As Kanuni Sultan Süleyman, our Sultan ancestor, said, there's nothing more important than a healthy breath of life in this life. And with this principle, we will carry on with further activities and continue to work harder. Before I conclude, I would like to thank to everyone involved in the process, and I would like to underline those 3 principles during the pandemic. I would like to remind all of our citizens and people of Kocaeli here the fact that it is very important to wear our masks and pay attention to social distancing and, of course, personal hygiene. There are some who are not wearing their masks or who keep their masks under their noses or even on their chins. But these do not help us. You hear the news that many people are losing their lives and many are being treated at the hospitals, and there are many people infected, and this is only because some people do neglect the rules. We have suffered a lot because of that negligence, and we should stop indeed and try our best to overcome this predicament by way of showing patience, and should not ignore the rules, because we don't have the luxury to put the lives of our friends and families at risk, and the others. Otherwise, we either will regret or will be infected. So I would like to make a call on to our people, our citizens, for them to be always cautious and always comply with the rules. With those thoughts, I would like to once again wish that the healthcare facilities and research center will be auspicious to the city of Kocaeli and the people of Kocaeli, and of course our country overall. And I once again would like to congratulate everyone who contributed to the fruition of this facility and wish success to the healthcare professionals who will be working here. And on behalf of my nation and personally, I would like to especially convey my thanks to the healthcare professionals who did exert a lot of efforts since the beginning of the pandemic. Thank you very much. Stay in health.
Efendim şimdi Cumhurbaşkanımız Sayın Recep Tayyip Erdoğan, Kocaeli Üniversitesi Sağlık Tesisleri ve Araştırma Merkezlerinin açılış kurdelesini kesmek suretiyle halkımızın hizmetine sunacaklardır. Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımıza refakat etmek üzere Türkiye Büyük Millet Meclisi Eski Meclis Başkanımız Sayın Binali Yıldırım'ı, milletvekillerimizi, bakanlarımızı, Kocaeli Valisi Sayın Settar Yavuz'u, Kocaeli Büyükşehir Belediye Başkanımızı, Kocaeli Üniversitesi Rektörümüzü ve iş adamı Sayın İbrahim Aracı'yı sahneye davet ediyorum. Buyursunlar lütfen.
Mesafeyi önce burada kaldıracaksın. Evet, milletvekillerimizi öne alsak nasıl olur?
Efendim milletvekillerimizi ön kısma, basamağa doğru alabilir miyiz lütfen? Evet. Bir adım ön kısımdaki basamağa davet ediyoruz efendim milletvekillerimizi.
Kordelaları kesiyoruz. Ondan sonra makas ve kordela sizde kalıyor.
We will cut the ribbon, but you should keep the scissors and the piece of ribbon as a souvenir for today.
Tesislerimiz tüm Kocaeli'mizde.
Yes, we hope that all those healthcare facilities will be auspicious to Kocaeli and to much.
Ve başta rektörümüz olmak üzere.
And I would like to thank to the president of the university. I would like to thank to the physicians, doctors, and nurses, and all caregivers for their great work.
Efendim Cumhurbaşkanımız Sayın Recep Tayyip Erdoğan, Kocaeli Üniversitesi Sağlık Tesisleri ve Araştırma Merkezlerini kurdele kesmek suretiyle gerçekleştirmiş olup siz saygıdeğer hemşehrilerimizin hizmetine sunmuşlardır. Bu eserlerin başta elimize, ülkemize hayırlı uğurlu olmasını Allah'tan niyaz ediyoruz. Ve teşriflerinden dolayı bir kez daha Cumhurbaşkanımız Sayın Recep Tayyip Erdoğan'a şükranlarımızı arz ediyor ve zat-ı devletlerini saygılarımızla uğurluyoruz efendim.